Hi sweet peachers, today I'm making a very fun recipe which is Starbucks copycat banana nut bread. One of my favorite recipes. Whenever I stop at Starbucks I have to get it, and look how delicious and perfect this looks. If you're interested, keep on watching. Just like any other banana bread, you'd start with some overripe bananas, and I like to use overripe because they're sweet and mushy and really blends in well with the other ingredients. And I have taken about 3 medium-sized bananas and I am going to mash them in really well. Or if you hand mixer, you could use that, but I think a fork should work just fine. Once the bananas are nice and mashed, just like what baby food looks like, and once that's done, I am ready to go ahead and mix in all my dry ingredients. So I am going to start with melted butter, add some brown sugar, and then half a cup of white sugar. So I've did half and half, and then now I'm using the hand mixer. Going to add bananas to my sugar and butter mix, and I am going to use the mixer and just blend that in really well. I am going to add some vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, and I am going to go ahead and blend that. Now I'm going to set aside my wet ingredients and start on the dry ingredients. I'm going to just sieve them. You don't have to, it just helps remove any lumps, and I want this recipe to be perfect, so I'm taking but you don't have to this step. You could just use 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour as is. To this, I am going to be adding 1 teaspoon of soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 tablespoon of coffee powder just for taste, and then a pinch of salt. So then I am going to whisk in all the ingredients well, and these are going to be added to our wet ingredients. I would start with half mixture first, and then I'm going to pour in the half once this is all mixed in, really blended in really well. Also, if you're enjoying the recipe so far, please share the recipe, subscribe, and follow for more. And also, I want to thank you for watching this recipe and hope you're enjoying making this recipe. So now I'm going to add the rest of the mixture, as well as I have added some walnuts. You could add any of your favorite nuts to the bread, but walnuts or pecans work really well. Also, for the topping of the bread, we'd be using a tablespoon of brown sugar, teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour. And I'm just gonna use my hands to really form this into a crumble, and I am going to show you what the crumble is going to look like. Then I've lined up a 9x4 loaf pan with some butter on the base, added the batter to it, and added for toppings walnuts, and then the crumble that I was talking about. This is what it's going to look like. To be popped in the oven at 350 Fahrenheit and will be baked for between 50 to 60 minutes depending on your oven temperature and settings. Mine took about 60 minutes, and I would let it cool down on the counter, completely cool down, or at least give it 20 to 30 minutes for it to cool down before cutting it, because cooling down helps make it denser, more stable, and then when you cut it, your cake's not falling apart. I was a bit impatient, so I cut right through it like after like 5 minutes. I didn't let it completely cool down. It was really late, but I would suggest to make sure that you let it completely cool down for best results. I am so glad that you stayed to watch the video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Bye sweet peachers.